Welcome to the Eskimo experience. Battery level 120%, firing mode, Frosty.
Dr. Jones checking in for the Eski couch. I got brother Timmy with me. Kaiser's checking in from the jungle, and Connor, he's checking in from over the ditch. How are we, boys?
Good, man. The yar is my line, mate.
Yeah. There's only one pirate here. I'm going to touch on that.
I'm drinking out of my first place NXL Australia pint glass.
First place. So teams aren't throwing games anymore to get them. People are actually trying to win now.
Well, I feel it was really counterproductive making the best prize the third place prize. They've come to the party. They've upped the size of the glass, and it says first place. So
nice. Because there were guys tripping on their dicks in the finals to get that cup.
To get that third place.
Yeah.
Right.
It is kind of, I've got to bring it up. It is interesting you're drinking out of that cup today. I do have to say it's 5 years today since I've had a beer. So
congrats, man.
Well done.
Have a drink for me, Kaiser. So I was driving along today and actually got RBT'd. So the copper said to me, "Have you had anything to drink today?" And I said, "Mate, in all honesty, I haven't had anything to drink in 5 years."
You go, well, if you got me 5 years ago, I'd have been fucked.
Mate, 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been driving a car ever. But anyway.
Loud. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of news from the world of me. So we do have a bit to touch on this week. I'm going to quickly do a result check-in. I hit Bree up to give me the lowdown. So cheers to Bree up there at Coffs. They had the Rush tournament, round 1, always on June long weekend, and round 2 is always on October long weekend. So if you haven't played a Rush tournament, you need to get your ass up there and play on a pretty Mickey Mouse surface. I rate it as the best grass I've played on in Australia. And so get there and play on it. So first was Blade. Second place was SWAT. Third place was Neon in the Pro Division. And first place was Kingsman. Second place was the Bush Pigs. And third place was Raw Gravity. So that was the results from the weekend. Congrats to those guys. And yeah, it's good that they're getting some numbers up there, which is cool.
Sounds like Blade's stacking a team as usual when it comes to the regional events.
Yeah, well, I did hear that they had Dom Scott was playing, Bones was in there. I assume Elmo would have jumped on, Pete Adams, and I'm not sure who else would have jumped in. So, but yeah,
they're always a solid lineup when it comes to the Coffs events and all that.
Yeah, 100%.
Pete Adams is an asset on any team. He's a weapon.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah,
Captain Unconventional.
Forever underestimated. Forever providing.
Mate, I'm playing 10-man for Aftermath in the States. He was getting 6-packs.
Yeah.
The Americans were like, who's this kid? He's just
kid.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I know when I lived in Coffs Harbour and I trained out there with those guys a fair bit, training with Pete helped me to see paintball in a different light. You know, like I'd never thought about paintball like that. And it was sort of the first field I'd had where we had blow-ups that I could play on pretty regularly. And yeah, he just got me thinking about unconventional things, you know, which is
speaking of
cool.
blow-ups for Coffs. No.
Yeah. Speaking of blow-ups, there was a blow-up girl at the AMS event at 7. So you got to have a blow-up at the field, apparently. So that's the results from this weekend. Events coming up. I'll quickly touch on Townsville. And so NXL North Queensland's going ahead. They've got 6 teams, Elmo was saying. They did have 8, but then one team pulled out and then the refs pulled out. So Elmo's team's now reffing. So they're back to 6 teams. Still pretty good to get 6 teams up there.
Yeah, gotcha.
I was trying to get up there. But
you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to go to
Woolworths
yet?
No, he's got work.
I'm going back to work tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
First time in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can thank some of your own states people that have decided to go gallivanting all over the countryside through New South Wales into Queensland, locking half of the place down.
These people here never learn.
Yeah.
I'm still out. I've been here 6 years. I'm not one of them. All right.
I don't know.
I'm from Sydney. I'm not one of them.
We should change your name, mate. We'll just quickly do this.
I like Back in the Jungle. Do not change my name.
I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. I can't even spell. It's one of those days, mate. One of those days. There we go.
While waiting for Jones.
Guys are in the COVID capital. Yeah. So back on the NXL, they got paintball, they got fishing charters. I'm sure there'll be plenty empty stubbies and a bit of snorkeling as well. So it made it be a good weekend up there.
Hell of a show, yeah. Hats off to them. That's awesome that they got up and running and to put on that sort of a show, it's fantastic.
Yeah, shout out to Cliffy and Wertho and the whole crew.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. It's good that there's paintball happening up there. We might have to throw an Eski team in there for the next one. Hopefully your fellow statesmen guys will get their shit together by then. And
I'd love to go. I would love to go up there. Yeah.
Yep. Which would be cool. All good. Now on to next events. What do you got for us, Timmy?
So obviously it's our next round of our NXL over here. We've got 6 teams as well. Ooh. Unfortunately, we've dropped down from the 7 we had last time. We're actually knocking on the door for 8. Menace at one point had all 12 of their 13 guys available. Yeah, nice. And then as is the way with Menace, they've dropped down to about 7. But we've had, unfortunately, Western Storm. The kids are self-funded. They don't have a lot of cash, so they weren't able to field a team. Impure had some internal things going on. I think they had a few guys unavailable or whatever. So there's been a bit of a combo job going on between Storm and the main Impure team. So there'll be a throw together Divi 2 team, call them leftovers or whatever they end up getting called on the day.
Cut and paste.
But other than that, we'll have our normal SDK, Menace, Plague, Tyrants, 2 Impure. So Paul's guys that won the last event, and then that throw together team. We're running the Prague layout from last year that didn't eventuate because personal thoughts of the upcoming NXL Philly Open looks horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I reserve my judgment until I've seen it played by the pros because, I mean, there's been things that Trojan's come out with before that haven't looked the greatest but have played fantastic.
World Cup.
Exactly.
Yep.
But realistically, for a local event over here, until it's played by someone else and shown a few people how to go and play it operably anyway, I think it would be a bit of a bust more than anything else. So the Prague layout was a little bit more traditional, a little bit more straightforward for everyone to wrap their heads around. So I'll be up at Wasp setting that up on Saturday. Potentially we're going to have a bit of a wet, soggy day on Sunday, but touch wood, I've gotten away with weather supposedly coming in and it avoiding the event. So I'm hoping that ends up being the case again for us for this weekend. But with 6 teams, we should be done and dusted by early Arvo. So it should be hopefully a good day out. Nice to see everyone locally again. And then,
6 teams is good. 6 teams is
good.
Look,
it's consistent. I'm glad we've got that consistent sort of number. It's just more, it's annoying when you've been knocking on that door of busting through 8, potentially 10 teams by the end of the season. And we just haven't quite got there yet.
Yep.
One other big thing that's happened in WA this last week, it's been announced that they are definitely banning gel blasters over here.
Oh, true.
Everyone's got an amnesty till July 3. But that gel soft that Macca plays, like the tournament style for that, they were the anchor. See, I knew there was a way of working him in here. So the anchor trying to introduce, well, not introduce it to them, but trying to go over and play a little bit of that with the gel ball. They were trying to do something similar over here in WA, and there's a couple of ex-paintballers in there. I know Dan Hares from Talk was playing that. So hopefully we see, the only positive I'm seeing coming out of the whole gel blasters getting canned is hopefully some of those guys, if they've enjoyed it, want to stay in something similar, come play paintball. like jump in. Like I know none of them will listen to this, but if you happen to hear it, guys, come give paintball a crack. I've seen you walking through, smirking at us, and I know we'll go out there and hand your asses to them. So yeah, but come and learn and get better.
Making it sound
great.
great.
Yeah, it sounds so inviting, doesn't it?
Sorry, I had someone walk past me with a heckler and kosh bag the other day at training, and then smirking at me in my HK gear. I'm just like, okay. I'm playing big boys.
my HK stands for hostile kids, not heckler and kosh.
Yeah. It was a bit of a laugh, but anyway. But no, quite on a serious front, it'd be nice to see some of those guys. If they can't play the gel ball, they're not obviously that's step the airsoft game back here in WA back a fair way.
Yep.
Come play paintball. You're allowed to play that.
And that's I think that's the upshot of it, I guess. Hopefully,
to me, that's the only positive out of it. It's unfortunately going to affect a few businesses that have sprouted up around that.
Yep.
But to everyone's surprise, and in terms of no one's surprise, Australian paintball rules are what they are in terms of lookalikes. You're not going to get away with having 1-for-1 replicas in that, and not licensed. And
that's the other side, like the other view of that, that comes into why the Magfed was canned as well.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I appreciate it.
Magfed totally canned everywhere now.
No, New South Wales, I know for sure. It's it's been canned.
Yeah.
I don't know about other states.
I know that South Australia back a few years ago could, but I don't know if they can now.
Yeah.
And Queensland, it would be interesting to know what they can and can't do.
Yep.
Because I know Queensland and South Australia for a while there was like a little bit more lax. In terms of what they could have, but it was still like special permission and all that sort of thing. I mean, there's always been a big push on the milsim side of things. I understand that.
I've never even seen a Magfed. I've never held one. I shot across. What are they called? Those.
Oh, the first strike.
Yeah, I shot a first strike at World Cup Asia one time. Shot one ball inside. It was back in the day when it was in the Atlantic.
In the Millennium. Yeah.
And me and Nicky Cuba were drunk as hell, and someone passed us, and we both had a shot at something up on the roof. And we both hit it. He hit one, and then I hit one. It was the only time I've ever hit it. And then Zach walked past, and Nicky called him a stage 5 juicer, and we got distracted. And I said, I actually know that guy.
I've played quite a bit with like the paintball pistols, and they're quite fun. Like when you're running around in the woods with those, they are hella fun. Yeah.
I had a paintball pistol. I had what's it called? It was called a Defender or something. No, what was it called? But I had one. It was illegal. Yeah. It was back in the day. You had to cock it twice.
Yeah.
And if you had half cocked, if you had it half cocked, it didn't fire. And but I used to have it in a holster.
Yeah.
But I left it on a Greyhound bus in a green Woolworths bag with a book about Nostradamus. What the actual fuck?
I was going to say that's a hell of a find for someone.
Yeah, that's gold. There was a guy in Tamworth that had one as well, like a little Tippix, and it was good fun, man. Just ran on a little CO2 canister. It was cool.
Yeah.
I was hoping the day that they become legal. I rang him probably 18 months ago and said, "Oh, you still got it?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, because he doesn't play anymore. I said, "Do you want to sell it?" And he goes, No, we use it on the farm now. I said, "Oh, I use it for its actual intended use to mark cattle." So, which was funny. All right, so
first paintball gun I ever got was in 1996, and it was one of those green Splatmasters. It was one of those, and it had like the kids do nangs. You had a soda bulb in it, and that was and I swapped it for a taser from a kid at school in 96. The internet was in its infancy, and my mate ordered a taser and some capsicum spray, and it came.
Yeah.
I did some deal with him and got the taser, and then another kid had a paintball gun, so I swapped that, and I got it.
How good's life? All right. Now. I have done this, and I hope I got the right one. Correct me if I am incorrect, Timmy. that us?
Yeah, Prague 2020, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So that's what's going ahead. So look at that.
So that's the one I'm setting up on Saturday.
It does look like it'll be a bit of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
good.
actually Justin Knight was the one that suggested it to me the other day because I hadn't made my mind up other than it wasn't going to be the NXL layout.
Yeah. I think that was a pretty easy decision, wasn't it?
As I say, I reserve my judgment until I see it played properly. But this one just seemed easier for the local guys to wrap their heads around. It was just simple as that, really, more than anything else. It looked like fun. I was just like, no, why not?
Doesn't look good.
Yeah, that looks fun.
I mean, that centre could get a bit funky. We'll see what goes down there, but
I like how that little race bunker's standing off on the 50 of the snake too. Like, so you've got to zigzag your way up there. That's cool. That'll get pretty exciting, I reckon, if you've got some aggressive snake players.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's some, and that's the thing. It'll bring some other players into it. It won't be so dominant by any single team, I don't think, just because this field should allow some variations on your play.
Yeah, 100%. And those people that want a nice slow breakout, you got big bunkers at the back that you can just go to and then plan your secondary moves after they drop a body or two. Yep. It'll reward the aggressive runs. It's
going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But so as I said, we've got some pretty heavy rain forecasts for later in the day at this stage. So hopefully that's later in the day. So we have a nice fine weekend other than that for the paintballs. Should be fun.
Yeah. Does look good. Who's your prediction for second place, mate?
To be honest, it's gonna depend on what plague team shows up. On form, you've got to say, look, Menace definitely got themselves there pretty handily last time.
Yep.
I know they've got a very good lineup coming out again for this one. But plague show up. There was barely anything in it between them getting through last time. So it's a bit hard to call, to be honest.
Yeah, cool.
And then same in the AMS. It's unfortunate the Storm kids couldn't get together because they, as I said last time, they've really been showing a lot of improvement as a team. As individuals, definitely, but definitely as a team, they've been showing a lot of improvement. So I had them pegged as a top two.
You like pegging?
I think, mate, we're not touching that. And no, not my cup of tea.
Instead, you had them pegged.
Different form of
peg. Something you're here in the background. Yeah,
mate, I know you get bored at home. You've been stuck there for 3 weeks. What you and Laura have been up to is entirely up to yourselves.
I could just imagine how that conversation went to. It said, money can't buy love. And it said, no, but I can buy a strap-on, and that's love. So
you've been fucking me. I'm going to fuck you. And there goes the family rating out of this show.
100%. I do always tick the box that says not made for kids, so you don't have to worry, boys. We can go.
But outside of Kai's Adventures, I would predict for Division 2, I'd say it's 2 Impure's event to lose.
Very impure.
Yes, the impure thoughts going on there in Kai's house will reflect itself in probably first place.
Put it away. Back upstairs.
But you never use lube for me.
She'll throw something.
Oh, Jesus.
One word, and that happens.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's entirely on you, man.
Yeah.
Well, you were flicking the field so fast before you were giving me epilepsy as well. I was like...
No, I didn't give it to you. You already had it. I was just tweaking
Well, you're about to unlock it.
I was tweaking
triggering
it.
Yeah. Trigger warning.
Now we have just mentioned this thing, so we might as well bring it up and have a look at this thing as well. So,
Don't flick the field so fast. I thought you were playing Sonic the Hedgehog before.
put your seatbelt on, brother. Here we go. Oh, dear.
Oh, this is the smiling one.
Yeah.
This is the smiling spiky hair guy.
I thought I'd start with this shot. Yeah. So, yeah.
As I say, look, this could actually play out pretty damn well. But
look, the right people are going to be playing it to make it look good. How's that?
Yeah, it looks shit if we did it.
Yeah.
The more I've looked at it, to be honest, the more I like. You take the snake beams out of it, and you just played that as it was. Everyone wouldn't complain. It's just more that weird smiley face has kind of thrown everyone out.
Yeah, and everyone looks. Everyone looks at. Let's get a nice shitty color. We'll do it in purple. Everyone looks at that.
Yeah.
And just goes, what the fuck is that? Because it's not a snake. It's not a snake, and that's what everyone gets their back up about. That there's no snake.
Not a snake.
What's this shit? Yeah. So look, it could be interesting. Could be drink up guys.
And it's gonna throw some different kind of play out there. So that's why I say I reserve my judgment as to how this will play. I'm sure it's probably going to play a lot better than what your initial impressions are. That always seems to be the way with Trojan's layouts. Like the guy hasn't missed yet. There's no reason to think he probably has missed now.
And yeah, like I said, the right people are going to be playing it to do something with it, and they've got enough time to train on it. And the joys of them, they get plenty of field time to nut it out and figure out what they're going to do and get it to a level where they're keen. And then it just comes down to which coach come up with the better game plan.
Yeah. Well, I watched a little bit of gameplay of it from Greg from ML Kings on his YouTube channel.
Yep.
It looked okay. It was like a short video, but it seemed to be kind of like some fun parts of it up the middle. But I'd like to see gameplay on like the snake side to see what the hell people do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one bit of footage I did see was today on Ya's story, him breaking out behind. I think it was Tyler Harmon in Chad George's jersey.
Yeah.
But Tyler was goofy handing, shooting across from the tower on the snake side over into the Doritos. And Phil behind him and was shooting down the line into those races.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I think.
So that's the only bit of footage I've seen of it. So whether that means they're going to hold up at that tower to then battle out of that and then move. Yeah.
Was that this one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So I didn't see it, but I think that is going to be a strong bunker. And likewise, the one on the other side is going to be, that they are big bunkers to get behind. They are, they
always are strong regardless of the layout. Those positions.
They're just hard to dig people out of, and if they're in good field position like those two are, like they're going to be solid. I do like that the two bricks are split, and I like that, that center sort of setup in the middle. I think that's pretty cool.
That's going to allow for some movement and some creative play.
Yeah. Agreed.
Less so dummy run throughs and stuff like with a fully locked out center like last time. It's going to be open, so it's going to kind of like that. There's going to be some crazy ass bounce shots through this though.
Yeah,
but to be honest, that's unavoidable. As you said, Jonesy, the teams play the layout so much and shoot so much paint on it. It's unavoidable for those shots not to get discovered too early.
100%. Like they'll be putting skids of paint into this,
they always do.
Yeah, so it's going to be cool. Like I'm keen to watch it. I'm keen to watch some paintball. And just see what happens with it. It's going to be good. So,
what are the predictions, boys?
Impact is going to be the favorite coming out of that last event. I mean,
yeah.
Infamous were a massive surprise.
Yeah.
And you've got to think that, I mean, they won the 10-man recently as well, so I think they'll come out swinging.
Yeah.
Heat, obviously, with their pickups, that's going to be interesting to see how Tyler impacts in there. The fact that Fedorov is back playing as well.
Yeah, return of Fedorov.
But they've still got to dig them out of their pool.
A lot of dicks to trip on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's getting harder and harder
Russians
to
will
predict.
do well.
Let's go back to that pool. You know, like Group B's infamous X Factor Heat. You know, like that's
Sunday paintball.
Yeah,
That's Sunday paintball on Friday morning.
100%. You know, and even AC Diesel are playing great paintball. They're in there with Impact, Iron Man. Well, they've proved they can do it, but can they do it? Group C, you've got Damage, Revo, Dynasty. You know, like,
and again, Sunday paintball.
Yeah, there's
like,
no easy.
Everyone sort of forgets to mention Revo. No one's forgetting them this season because they for the last year and year and a half, they've consistently been there. It's just they haven't won something yet. So it's more, you've got to count them in. They've got to be around there. But the fact that Dynasty are seeded third, but they're going to be hurting after Tyler going, so they're going to want to prove. Like they've got Dalton back. I guarantee you they will come swinging hard.
100%.
Dalton's coming back on fire. DYNSTAY, mate. They're fucking coming in hot.
Yep.
That's the thing. It's like, I would like to think Damage will get themselves pretty close to knocking on the door again.
Yeah, like their showing at the last round was huge. And at Cup, you know, like they've put two good tournaments together back to back. Hence why they're, you know, top of Group C. Yeah, it's huge.
I haven't spoken to Ryan personally for a couple of weeks since Tyler left, and we had a quick chat after that. It broke my heart, Tyler. He broke my heart. Has anyone got any word on his health?
He spoke last week on the Spick and Span show about it, actually, when he was talking about the Tyler thing, and he was talking it up. Like he said, no, his back's been really good. See how it is after these couple of weeks. Hard work on the layout, but I know Spicker's been helping him out because, by the sounds of it, Ryan's been just suffering from the old snake back. That he's been very lucky and very well. He's managed himself so well throughout his career to avoid.
What the little Spick nugget's been rubbing the old snake oil into his back at night?
Spitting it. But I think more so showing him some tricks and whatnot that he's had to deal with it for his entire career.
It'd be good to see him back out there.
Yeah,
you know,
they miss him. They definitely miss him when he's not there.
Yeah.
It's the old man Rin. You can't replace the old man Rin. In my opinion, the GOAT. He just had to come up with his brother Oliver, and you know, and then Oliver does the Houdini and at the top of his game, and everyone talks about how awesome Oliver is forever, which he is. He is Michael Jordan. Yeah. And you know, and Ryan always cops the old Scottie Pippen analogy, but he does, you know, and it's not really fair because Ryan's stayed and done more probably by now. You know what I mean?
There's no probables about it, man. Like I 100% agree with you. Like I have full respect for Oliver, everything he's done. But who is always holding him down and being the support? I mean, there was not just Ryan, there was Yosh and Alex as well. But
100%.
To do what he's done around the world consistently for his entire career, to me, there's no argument that Ryan Greenspan's the best player that's played the game.
I agree. And not just because he's one of, I mean, I'm great mates with all four of those guys. I have been for many, many years. And there's no bias in there. It is what it is.
Yep.
It's just longevity. His longevity in his career has allowed him to.
I mean, look at the old bastard.
Yeah, he's still going strong. Yeah.
Old Leatherface. He's going. I love him.
Galapagos tortoise. I was waiting for that Hormesis signature series to have like a big Galapagos tortoise on the back of it.
Oh, shout out to Hormesis. I've just been I don't take on new sponsors lightly. Connor, I took you on this year, and Hormesis as well. The caretaker way in the mail. massive shout out to Oliver and Alex. Thanks, boys. Wait.
Yeah, someone's already got here, so
Yeah.
Shut up. You've only got one eye.
yeah. But I got a double dragon.
Oh dear.
I've got Tiggy.
It's worth 2 double dragons.
I don't know what mine is, actually.
Oh, you got the Hormesis surprise,
actually
mate.
That's
very,
one of the
very
cool
eager.
things they're starting to do now is actually not telling you what you're getting.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is, so I'll be showing it off proudly when it arrives.
Yeah. Very good. What else we got to touch on? We've done an anchor.
Adelaide Assassins, the other big bit of news for this week.
Yes.
Yes.
After just talking about it for about 5 minutes before we started.
Yeah, I know. And I said, let's start the podcast so we can get this on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You guys aren't even drunk, and you're worse than me.
mate,
I've just
This
come
is
off
what-
a 12-hour day at work, so shut up.
this is why I don't drink. So,
And hey, I'm traveling, so shut up.
Yeah.
You're on the company card, mate. You should be drunk.
You're still
So-
technically on the clock.
No. It's not a company card, but just
So the Pro Division last round, 9 teams. There was a vacant spot. Adelaide Assassins have put their hand up to step up to the Pro Division, which is pretty fucking good of those guys to do that. A, it gives us a full tournament. B, it's good for them to get up there and play better people, which is, we talk about it a bit and we encourage it all the time. And it's good that these guys have taken the opportunity. So shout out to Adelaide Assassins. Now, let's go. You were telling us about a clinic you guys ran.
Yeah, so 2019, we've only ever run one official SDK clinic. We've done a few bits and pieces, and obviously there was a great photo of Stevie helping Paul out at training over the weekend. So we've always helped out on helping people with technique and everything, but we ran a proper clinic and we wanted to do something different. So we ran a team-based thing. So it was about running a team, like what we did and how we operated as a team. Ryan Richter got his butt on a plane and flew over from Adelaide for that, and took everything away from it with messages. Johnny Martin then also got added into. We had a separate little Facebook group for that where they could ask us questions after the event, after the thing. He was in that and was asking questions. The fact that those guys have gone out of their way to either pursue a higher level of competition, like they've done, traveling over to the NXL in Victoria, now to Sevens, to go out of their way to travel to come and learn from different people out of their own pond.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like any new pro team, they might struggle to start with, but holy hell, are those guys going to learn and reap the benefits of it? As you said, Jonesy, within probably the space of 12 months, they will be chalk and cheese. And they run like a club as well, so that they'll also have this will have a flow-on effect for all of South Australia.
Yeah,
I just
100%.
want to take the opportunity here to give Johnny Martin some shit.
No, hang on. Well, just before you do, don't lose sight of the fact Johnny is an Eskimo brother. He did travel up and play with the Eskimos. So you're right.
Johnny's awesome. I love Johnny. Yeah, he could use an hour or so on the treadmill in my backyard. And
Kaiser's got a special, the post-COVID sale, Johnny. He's only doing it for $35 an hour at Kaiser's home gym. Post-COVID sale, he's got bills to pay, mate. The Harley's going to get repoed if he doesn't make some money soon.
Dogs going cheap. No. Yeah, Johnny's a legend. Johnny got shot out one time and wanted to throw the towel in. He saw his team was going to get jacked against Cartel, so he ran into our pit and hit our buzzer to towel it.
Well done, Johnny.
Nice.
Then I yelled at him and went, "You stupid dickhead, get out of our pit and don't hit our buzzer." And he walked out of our pit and told me to fuck off and got another
Well played. So the upshot of that, playing better people, he's learnt that the easiest way to win the game is run into their pit and hit the towel.
hit the buzzer. Yeah.
If you can't shoot them out, surrender.
Hey, it works in Asia.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, that's gold. Absolute magic.
Best.
So
best.
yes, it is good those boys are doing it. Going off their second place from the last round at NXL down there, and yeah, coming hunting. So that's awesome.
Yeah, fully respected that, mate.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
100%. And we do say it, play better people, you'll get better. So once again, if you're an AMS player and your team has been going okay, Connor needs a full 2-day event next round. So step up.
Please.
Make the travel worthwhile for Connor, so he gets 2 days of paintball for his birthday weekend instead of
Lovely.
one.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm booking flights for that soon, actually. So
Yeah?
that'll be that'll be Friday.
Nice.
Good. Yep.
It's not far. It's only 2 months away. So
No.
which is not far at all.
Yeah, we're actually coming up on a couple of days, 2 months to the day.
Yeah.
Because then we've got the Kiwi race event as well here, which is next month.
That's July 10, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, July 10 and 11. Yep.
Yep. Very good.
Should be very, very fun.
Now we do have to do the quick little Eski couch, buy me a coffee.
Woo.
First prize, 1 HK shirt. Second prize, 2 virtual shirts.
Oh, God.
The only way you'll get 15 BPS out of anything virtue is to wear this shirt while you're shooting your gun. So, because the hopper won't do it. So jump on buymeacoffee.com/Eski couch. First prize will actually get a choice of 2 shirts. And second prize will get the one that they didn't want. So, jump on, do that. We've got a couple of weeks left in that one. All good.
Did that. I love how we did that. Just true.
Yeah. It's all good. Anything else to add, boys?
No, that's it, man. Looking forward to playing paintball this weekend and getting back out there again.
Nice.
Yeah, I missed practice on the weekend. Young Axeman Littleman brought me home a great present of gastro. So I missed paintball on Sunday, but I'm very happy out there this Sunday, hopefully.
The gift that keeps on giving, man.
Great information. I know Australia needed that. The internet needed that. But
Thanks, mate.
Appreciate the sharing. There's nothing like the germ factory that is a daycare center. So nothing like it. Anyway, righto. Well, good luck on the weekend, Timmy. Good luck to all the teams competing over in WA, and good luck to all the guys playing up in Townsville. Show us a picture of your medal and your fish. Send them through, and that will be exciting for me as a fisherman as well. And anything else, boys? No.
Good in the hood.
Righto. So we've ragged on the anchor. We've done a buy me a coffee. I think we're done. Kaisi, you can go get pegged, mate.
What? How does that back on me?
Just next week, he says nothing.
That's it.
I'm back.
You should have done these ones. I'm on my way.
Is there need of happiness today?
All good. Righto, boys. Thanks for coming and having a chat. We'll see you all next week. Like us, share it, all that sort of shit. Show some love. And we'll see you next week on the Eski couch.
See you guys.
Buzzer out. Or in.
Something's going in.
Pouring off.